Let's take a closer look at Kharg Island and why it matters so much in this conflict. Kharg Island is right here. It's about 15 miles off Iran's coast in the Persian Gulf. It may be small. It's actually about a third the size of Manhattan, but it plays a key role in global energy supplies.
Okay, for understanding, it is third of the size of Manhattan, but plays a key role. Oh my God, look how small this is.
Why is that? Well, this island is the primary oil export hub for Iran.
Primary,
Roughly
okay.
90% of the
Oh,
country's crude exports move through the terminals here. It has storage capacity of roughly 30 million barrels, which is
30 million barrels, damn.
more than $3 billion at recent market prices.
Oh,
So that makes Kharg a really critical economic lifeline and a high-value target, with CENTCOM striking more than 90 military targets on this little island in mid-March alone. And
this is some big island, okay. Not in the size, but in the value, all right?
we're seeing more of those strikes today. In fact, as you look at the island, the U.S. struck more than 50 military targets on Kharg early this morning. Look at this map. You've got a radar
Okay,
site that was struck, also an air defense complex, a hovercraft base. Those are all strikes today. They didn't include oil infrastructure. If Kharg Island actually is significantly damaged, that could severely disrupt Iran's ability to export oil
this can be the biggest blow to the Iran.
through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, as we pull back out here, about 20% of the global oil supply passes
Strait
through
of
the Strait of
Hormuz,
Hormuz, which
yeah.
is roughly 24 miles at its narrowest
You
point
see
right
24
here.
miles
The
right
United
here.
Nations says that since the start of this conflict, daily transits dropped from an average of 103
Okay, so it is 95% down.
vessels in the last week of February to single digits
Single
within weeks,
digits, damn.
effectively bringing shipping traffic to a standstill. And with the advance and the
Oh my
average
God, oh my
price of
God.
gas here in the U.S., it's climbing to $4.14 a gallon.
86 cents higher, 86 cents.
Today, JP Morgan is warning that the national average risks exceeding $5 a gallon if the strait remains effectively closed by
By mid-April, 15 to 20 of April.
mid-April. We're coming up on that. That would be the highest level for gas since June of 22, but it's also matters for
Okay,
fertilizer. About a
yes.
third of the world's fertilizer traded by sea passes through the strait.
Strait of Hormuz, okay.
Countries in the region account for 13%
Nitrogen,
of global exports of nitrogen,
yeah.
9% of phosphate
Phosphate
fertilizer
nutrients,
nutrients.
yeah.
And as we head into planting season,
Okay.
the Agriculture Secretary, Brooke Rollins, insists the U.S. is prepared.
Yes, US is prepared for this season, but what about the next year? We have to do something very fast with this Iran terrorism.
The good news is that about 80% of our farmers actually last fall locked in their fertilizer. So as we're moving into planting season, it's only about 20 to 25% of
Okay,
our farmers that didn't lock that in. We are working directly to ensure that we can get them what they need and it won't bankrupt them.
So as President Trump's deadline nears, at least one Gulf nation is ordering a shelter in place, and Israel is piling on pressure, saying it completed a wave of airstrikes targeting Iranian
Iran's bridges. You see, these are the bridges they have. We are targeting their bridges because Iran is the made of mountains. Iran is surrounded by lots of mountains. If you see the map, is in a terrain view. You see lots of mountains. If we destroy their main bridges to connect each other, we have the edge on this thing.
government infrastructure in Tehran and elsewhere, as you can see on this map.
All right, guys, this is all. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Comment your thoughts in the comment section.